Alright everyone, welcome in. I hope this is the right file. I just loaded it up. I think that's the right one. But yeah, anyway, welcome in. And today, obviously, we're gonna crack the next big milestone in this endless project here. So for those of you who have no idea what's going on here, so I have this project going on, which is a save file basically of this game, Castlevania the Adventure. And the game has 4 levels, and whenever you finish those 4 levels and you beat the game, then it starts over and you play like the next level basically. Like it loops, but you can keep playing and it adds levels even if there are no more. Like it just starts over and counts as the next level even when it's just the first level again. But that way, because of that design, you can play the game over and over again without stopping, so there's no real end to it. And we make use of this mechanic or this design, and we just keep playing and playing in this file. So this is the file that we started like a year ago or something. I don't even know when I started this. But over the time of my streams and my time here on YouTube where I had this running, we already made it so far that we will today reach level 300 out of 4 basically. And yeah, also another thing is that this whole project is just a, how do I say this? Like it's kind of like it's all run by the donation system that I have going on here on my streams. And whenever $5 are reached on my goal meter thing, the one that you see below on the overlay, whenever that reaches or crosses $5, then I add another loop to this game or to the save file here. And one loop is, since the game has 4 levels, it's 4 levels. So basically $5 equals 4 levels in the game. And so far we seem to made it to 300 levels, or we will be today. I hope. It depends if I go game over or not, but I don't think so. But yeah, nonetheless, I haven't played this in ages now, so I don't know how rough in shape I am. If I am capable of like doing this right now, but I should be. I hope so. The thing is, like whenever the game starts again, so each new game plus, if you will, whenever you start over, all the enemies and everything that does damage to you will deal double the damage. So all their damage will double on each time you like finish the next loop. And if you think about this, if an enemy does, like the lowest enemy can deal 1 damage to you and you have 10 HP, so you can take 10 hits or take 9 hits before you die, and then you die on the 10th hit. And on the second playthrough, that same enemy will deal 2 damage on you, and on the third playthrough it will deal double 2, so it will be dealing 4 damage to you, and then 8, and then 16 basically, but since you only have 10 HP, it will just 1-hit kill you. And so on the 5th loop and everything after, all the enemies and everything in the game will kill you in 1 hit. So what that means is I need to play through the entire game without getting hit by anything. So it's a complete damageless run basically every time I play this. So that's kind of the issue right now, because I'm super rusty and I don't know if I'm up for the task here. But I have to finish the game damageless, and that's the issue. And each playthrough you can get a maximum of, I think, 9 lives. So you can gain at most 9 lives throughout the whole game. So that means I need to die at max 9 times, like, before I reach the end. So I can, if I die 10 times, I'm at a deficit and I like run out of lives at some point if I keep going by that pace. So I need to basically manage to get through the game now without dying more than 9 times. And that sounds kinda easy-ish. Like, if you know the game and everything, it's not that hard, to be honest. But there is one place in the game, in level 2, that is kind of a design flaw, or I don't know what they thought by doing that. But there's this one place in level 2 that seems to be random. I think you can somehow control it, but I don't know how. I haven't figured out how to control the RNG in this game. And yeah, what I was saying is that at that one place where you start out in level 2, there are 3 bats at the ceiling of the room, and they fly in random patterns, and you need to be lucky there to make it through them without getting hit by them, because you can't whip like upwards or something. You can't deal anything. You can't deal with them. There's no way to deal with those bats. So you need to be lucky in that part of the game to make it through without getting hit. So without getting one hit killed there. So if I have bad luck and I die there more than 9 times, then we have this life deficit problem thing. So that's the issue here, and also the rest of the game I gotta play flawless nonetheless, so we see how that goes. And yeah, the next thing is the score here. You can see at the screen that is the high score right now. And I think we're not too bad regarding the score, because when you finish the game once, I think you get roughly about 25,000 points. So that means 100 times through the game should equal in at least 2.5 something. So we're not even at the 100 playthroughs yet, and we're already exceeding the 2.5 something. So we're pretty good in score, like by the pacing. So I think we don't have to specifically like boost the score artificially, because there are a bunch of places in the game where you can basically stop a bit and like kill some more enemies than you need to, just in order to get more score out of them, and then like boost your high score a bit more than you usually would. But yeah, it's obviously like boring to grind for score and everything, so I try to not do that too much. But maybe today, since we only have 5 playthroughs, we might have just time for some, like, we have some spare time to waste. We might do that, I don't know, we have to see. But yeah, nonetheless, pacing seems good, and we still have 92 lives left. Let's see how that goes. I hope that's enough. So yeah, let me just try and do this. I hope I'm ready now. I can control. You see my buttons. I put the button display up on screen, so you can see what I'm pressing. And other than that, is there anything else I have to look for? I think not. So yeah, obviously the whole project also ends if I go game over, so that's why I'm so bothering about the lives. Because I don't want to get game over. It's that would be really sad. So yeah. And yeah, we don't do any save states or anything. There's no cheating here, so we just pretend that we play this on a Game Boy, and we have like the charge cable thing, so we don't run out of battery charge or anything. And we have the Game Boy plugged in all the time, and it's always running. And we just keep playing the game. Like, that's basically what we simulate here, this scenario. So it is in theory it's possible. It's a technically possible thing to do. So yeah, this is just simulating what we could do in real life. The only thing is, like, I can't stop. Like, now we're on a just an emulation stop right now, so that we can see the score and everything. That's just more convenient to us, for the viewers and everything, to observe the score and the numbers and stuff. But otherwise I could just press the start button and like pause the game inside of the level, and it would result in the same thing. Like, it would just stop the game altogether. So there, I would never run out of time or anything. I could just actually stop this for a week or so and then come back and keep playing. So it's not cheating in that sense. That's just what I'm saying. But yeah, let's see how this goes, and wish me luck to not go game over here at the first loop that we do today. So let's see if I can still play this. I haven't played this in months now. Let's see how bad I do. I assume the harder parts in the game, like level 2, the eyeball bridge, and level 3, some parts there, they might give me a bit of trouble, but here, the beginning, the first level is pretty easy, or should be. And I kinda secretly want to use this whole catch-up stream today. I want to use this secretly to warm up and like get me back into the gameplay of this game, because I can already spoil you, in the near future I want to try to tackle the speedrun any % record again, because I'm not quite done with that one. But the any % speedrun is like, takes a different route than we do right now, because we want to max out score basically, which means we want to like get all the items and stuff on our way, other than just rushing through. So that's the little difference right now. And here we also want to take the secret room here for the score. So there we go. Yeah, also there's the 1-up. Yeah, that's the other thing. I want to get the 1-up, obviously. Ah, I should have... Ah, that was dumb. There's another 1-up here. There's a secret 1-up I could have gotten in the first room, or this first and the second room. But I completely forgot about that. But yeah, whatever. 1 life, more or less, that should not matter. Oh my god. Almost missed that one. Okay, also, yeah, there's some minor new tricks that I found lately. Like, the last time I played this was when I tried to do offline runs without streaming, so I was just doing this offline, and I tried to... Ah, damn it. I tried to do any percent runs on my own, and while I did that, I didn't succeed at all though, but I found out some stuff when I did that. And so the next time I will start and play this and like go for the record, I will probably show you some new stuff. Like, it's not too crazy, just like minor adjustments, but there's some stuff that is not obvious at all, but I still figured it out now, and that should give us a bit of a time advantage, and we obviously need that for the record. Okay, so that wasn't too bad. First level is done, but now is the tricky part. Level 2 is where the problems start. So we got 1 life here, or actually more. But now look at this here, this is the problem. This 1 bet we can get, but here we need to be lucky. This is the issue. There's literally no way to deal with this. I don't know what to do there. It's so rough. It's the only bet is this one that I can deal with. And then we need to get this invincibility cross here to make it through, because there are 3 other bats. Ah, no, come on. I need to kill this bat. Okay, but it's still not over though, because we can still die and then we start over at the start, which results in the exact same problem, so we don't get anywhere by just going... Oh, that was dumb. Okay. And I don't even know if I want to go up here. I think that's not worth to go here. I forgot the route of this whole thing. But let's just take those 2 pianos. Next time I will just go the way below. Oh shit. Yeah, enemies respawn in this game, so that's another thing you want to watch out for, so that you don't have to do the difficult fights again if you already did them. But yeah, it's not too bad. How did this work? I think I don't need to get the crystal. I think that was not necessary, but yeah, so this is the tricky room. Here you need to be lucky, which we seem to be, and then kill that guy. This is the crucial one on the bottom. And since we are here, once we reach this room we have a checkpoint here, so even if we die it's not so bad. So we are basically through, I would say. And here, yeah, the routes are different. It's just I'm not into the endless file route. So we basically want to kill as much enemies as we can. So like this. Oh shit, no, not like this. But I got mixed up there. It's just, it's so different than the any percent. Oh my god. But yeah, that was actually not so bad, because now we can do the enemies again and get the points again, which is ultimately the objective. We wanna get as much points as we can, so it's not too bad to kill them again. Okay, double eyeball. I don't even know how to do this. Yeah, let's get those 50 points here. Ah, no. Okay, now we have to deal with the next eyeball. Ah, I'm too slow. Oh my god. Oh, scary jump. Okay, that should do this. Okay, now we can get 1 life back here. If we max out those jumps, there we go. And I figured out we should... I forgot what the result was of my research. I think going this way is better, but I'm not sure. I will just do it now, but yeah, okay, I remember doing this all the time. I think that's the optimal route. You want to go the extra longer route, because there's like all the items and the enemies here. So you can just get those points, and the whole route, like the whole detour only takes you about a minute. So it is worth the time versus the points that you get off of this. I think that's how I concluded it last time, but yeah, it's been a long time. I don't remember every detail right now. And also here we can go here and then kill the bats again for an extra 100 points. I think that's also good. And here we need the secret room. That's down here, and we have 4 more candles. Another life upgrade and everything, we're good to go. And that was the bad RNG. That was the good RNG. Oh my god, that was scary. Okay, but we made it. Here's another checkpoint, so we can't even die anymore. We should be through now. It's only the boss fight left, and that is... oh my god. And the boss fight is pretty easy. However, I wanna at some point, like when we start the runs, when I do runs again with the any %, we wanna investigate more on this fight, because there is way much more to this than I show right now. Oh my god. And like there's so much time that you can get out of this fight that I think we will need when we do the any %. This is literally like 3 seconds or even more. Could be like 5 seconds. And that's gigantic for the world record time. Like seconds in a speedrun, that's always really big. And in this game not so much, since it's so slow anyway, like everything moves pretty slowly and stuff. But still, if you can get like 5 seconds out of something, you wanna get that, right? But yeah, we will see about that. It's gonna be maybe a lot of investigation before we really get started with the runs. But yeah, it's none of our concern right now. So, what about that? I wanna get that. Okay, also, yeah, we get the life out of this. Okay. I have to, like, focus up and remember the stuff that I have to do. Because if I mess this up, then yeah, not only do we lose a lot of time, we also like make our lives way harder by like stupidness. I think this is not worth it. Yeah, that's like an extra cycle of the whole ceiling floor movement. That's not worth the time to get that coin. Because 10 seconds, I think, on the clock equals in... or was it 20? Yeah, let's just say 10 seconds on the clock equal 10 score. So... Nah, I'm lying. I think 2 seconds. I think it was 2 seconds. 2 seconds is 10 score. So that means 5 seconds is 50 score, right? No, I'm stupid. I mean 10 seconds. 10 seconds is 5. Yeah, that's what I had in my head. 10 seconds is 5 times 2, yeah, and 5 times 10 points in that case. So if you take 10 seconds, oh shit. Oh my god, imagine knowing your game, right? Get tricked by the cheap trick here. Yeah, so what I was gonna say is if you spend 10 seconds to get 50 points from that coin, you could just as well not spend the 10 seconds and just get the 50 points by the score at the end of the level. Because for the time you get score, and you can just take that score instead and then save the 10 seconds overall in your playtime, and it results in the same thing, you just like take less time. So it's pointless to go the extra way and therefore lose the score for the time. I'm just saying, like, it's not optimal, that's all I'm saying. Okay. But yeah, I'm glad to be back on this game. It's a lot of fun. I always like playing it. It's just so much fun. It's such a good game. And especially when the stakes are so high, it's even more fun. And to see the level 300 coming up, that's something else, man. Okay, good, we got the score. And yeah, we need to kill everything here. Or we don't need to, but we want to. And I have a lot of like mini theories about mini tricks you can do. Like specific time saves in specific areas. I had a lot of theorizing going on and stuff that I haven't tested yet. And yeah, we can eventually investigate on that stuff when we get to the runs. Ah, shit. I could have gotten that worm. No. I could only shoot it, which doesn't give you points. Actually, I can test the theory here. Let me see. Okay, and I was thinking maybe if you jump exactly when the timer flips to the next second, maybe that results in a better rope grab. But I don't think that's the case. Also here you can get the Mudman on the bottom to face to the other side, and then he will walk quicker towards you, because his walk cycle will like have a shorter route, and therefore you can kill him quicker and then get less lag on the way, and then basically save time by having less lag overall. But I think for the any percent route we wanna just go for a crazy other route, other trick with that Mudman. But I'm not capable of doing this right now. I have to train this again and like figure out how it worked. I forgot. So let's see about this fight. Oh, that was close, man. That was really close. Okay, so that didn't go too bad. Seems I still got it. And we just got a life from the score. That's also nice. Because every 20,000 points you get 1 life for free. And that's also something we can consider in our run here. Because we are all about the score anyway. So if we manage to squeeze out, like, I think an extra 5,000 throughout the game, then, no, I didn't look at the screen. Oh, that's rough now. Okay, I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, so if we squeeze out an extra 5k out of the game before we finish, then we can basically get an extra life from the score that we otherwise wouldn't really get. That death was really dumb here. My controller is another issue though. I forgot to tell you, like, this is the cheapest controller, the cheapest China third-party controller you could ever imagine. Like, it can hardly get worse than this. But I don't wanna, oh my, I'm dead. I'm dead. Ah, that's no chance. Ah, come on. Gotta focus up here, man. I'm talking too much, I think. But yeah, my controller is pretty cheap and this is really not optimal to play with. But I don't want to invest in an actual good controller, because aside for this game I'm basically not playing anything with this controller. So it is really not worth for me to invest in that. And also speedrunning and stuff is also not really on my agenda right now. So even if I would speedrun this, I don't intend in investing too much into like the hardware or anything. It's just not worth it at this point. And yeah, therefore I have to suffer with this with this third-party controller here. I don't know how to call it really. But yeah, it is what it is. It's just rough sometimes. The controller just sometimes doesn't do, or like the buttons don't touch the contacts and stuff like that. It's rough. I just have to deal with this. It is what it is. And yeah, obviously the game is also pretty laggy and everything, so the whole lag situation and the input buffering and all that from the game itself, that doesn't make it easier either. But yeah, I can handle it, it's okay. Even if it's not optimal, we have to deal with this. Alright, so here is my nightmare of the run. This room is okay, but the next one, I'm so scared of those two rooms here. They horrify the hell out of me. This is always where my run either ends or gets completely butchered. Like the time goes down by 2-3 seconds. Just out of my fear. And since it's so late in the run, you don't want to screw up, right? So I'm super scared usually here, and it's just horrible. it's such a scary place in the run. Okay, we got those guys. Here's another super strat that is new, but I couldn't show it. Whatever. Yeah, basically I showed it, but in a different way. Also, it's kind of pointless to point out stuff to you when you don't even know what I'm talking about. I know that, but yeah, like once you understand all the ins and outs and the specific details of stuff, the game becomes so much more exciting. Okay, I don't get this guy now. The game is just, it looks so simple and boring and slow and everything, and it kind of is, to be honest, but if, like, once you understand what you see, then it, like, there's a whole different layer to this entire game, and it opens up such a different, like, meta game inside of it. And once you see that underlying, yeah, meta game, I don't know, once you see that, it becomes so much more exciting, and you see that whole different game inside of the game. I wanted to test something there, but I failed. Anyway. Yeah, and all those micro adjustments and tricks and everything, you don't really see them if you don't know them. And I can get that people obviously don't know about stuff, and then they just look at the screen and see this, and like, it's not so exciting. I can totally understand. But yeah, I just wish people would invest a tiny bit more into this game and like look a bit more into the tricks and details, because then I can just say it's become such a different game then. And here we are at the score grinding part, basically. I will go for a bit more score here, because it's just so easy to get score here, because every knight gives you 200 points, and they die in 3 hits, so it's super quick, and they respawn right away. So you don't have to walk at all. And I think I made myself a rule that I can do like 1 minute of grinding or something per run. Something like that, so I won't go all the time down here. So let's just say we go to 60k. We're almost there. I think that's fine. I don't have to show you the grinding here right now. Okay, yeah, let's say we're there. Yeah, we actually are. Okay, so let's go on. And here's the next checkpoint, so if we die we end up here again. And this is right before the Dracula fight, which is actually bad, because you cannot power back up if you die. So if I die, I will lose 1 power up, and I can only get 1 back instead of 2, so I will lose the fireball that I desperately need for this fight, basically. Unless, like, I do the normal route of the fight. Okay, there we go. And that was the quick route, the quick kill, the speedrun kill, basically. And I even got the 4 hit at the end, which is not so easy to do, but I just, like, my brain just automatically did it. I don't even really care here. I did that fight so many times, you have no idea. It's still not easy though. I'm just surprised I did it here first try without even like thinking about it. So that's a good sign, I would say. That the whole gameplay and stuff is still in my muscle memory. That's a good thing at least. And yeah, here's the credits. I think they take about 2 minutes maybe, or 1.5 or so. I didn't really time this yet, but it shouldn't matter. It just takes a bit of time. At least there are only, I think, 5 or 7 people that even made this game, so the credits aren't that long anyway. And I think the music is pretty good. I always like, yeah, I've heard it way too much now, but whenever I take the time to care for the song or listen specifically to the creation here itself, it always feels like very, the story like ends in a good way, and like it's very melancholic or whatever, and it's just beautiful. I don't know, I love this game. It's just such a good game. So, and now I can just quickly pause the emulation again, that we can see the score, and then we can see how we did so far. So now Dracula flies away again, so we have to catch him again, right? So if I press A now, then the next screen comes up, and I just stopped the emulation right now, so this will usually not stop here, but I just want to look at this here. And what can we see? We got, I think, yeah, almost 30k, which is good. We got 3 lives back in total. That's also not so bad. And yeah, you can see 85 as the stage, which obviously there's only 2 digits there on the stage counter, but it's obviously 285 right now. And yeah, this will end up at stage 00 basically. Level 300 is 00. And I think at the end of the stream we would see the next level after 300. So we will end up at stage 1 today, if everything works as planned. So yeah, let's go on. And I think I will purposely skip on the life. We can get either 1 life here, or we can get a coin. We can basically choose what we want to get. And since we have enough lives, I think I went for the coin, which gives us 50 points of score, which is, yeah, 10 seconds. 10 seconds of time, yeah, it's worth 10 seconds on the clock. So I would say it's worth it. And also the coin is the most valuable item anyway in the game. There's nothing that is collectible and worth more than 50 points. Only enemies can give more than 50 points. And the biggest enemy is that knight that we did at the end, which is 200 points. And the other enemies are usually 50 or so. 50, or sometimes I think 150. Are the eyeballs 150? I forgot. They might be. So let's see. No, they're just 50, okay. And this little creeper guy I think is 20. And we got another life due to the score. You just heard that 1-up sound. Oh, no way. Ah, come on, I'm so bad. That was not necessary. But whatever. At least we can rack up more score again. Oh my god, unless we die again. Yeah, but if you have 1 power whip, then you're good to go here. Because most enemies, they can only take 1 hit from the fireball of your whip, which is 1 damage. And the leather whip, the unupgraded whip, if you use that, that's also dealing exactly 1 damage. So some enemies can survive one hit. And if you upgrade the whip to the level 1 whip that we have right now, then you can just kill everything basically in one hit. I don't think there's anything but the knights and the Panaguchi guys. Only those two enemy types can survive more than 2 damage. And we just got the life back again, so we didn't end in a deficit here with the life count. Are you serious? Imagine being pro at this game. Wow! The coin just despawned before my eyes. And I think this heart is also not worth to get time-wise, because it takes more than it gives. But yeah, that's the specifics of this route, which I haven't really memorized. So yeah, we just go with whatever we do, whatever we get. Okay, and how are we in time? 50 minutes of stream time for one run. I shouldn't shoot this. Yeah, 50 minutes is a bit high, but it's okay for the beginning. I mean, I didn't plan a too long of a stream because of we only have 5 loops to go. That should usually be like 25 minutes or so per run. So if you add that up, it's 5 times 25. I don't know what that is. 125? Yeah, so that's 2 hours something. 2 hours 5 minutes. Like raw playtime, so it's about 2.5 hours just the raw gameplay time that I have planned for this, so maybe like 3-ish hours, but looking at the time right now we already spent about an hour just for one loop. So if we do 4 more loops and they each take half an hour, then we end up in yes, then we end up in another 2 hours plus 1 hour, 3 hours. So okay, yeah, as I said before, this is not over yet, so it could be that I'm celebrating too early here that we got through. But I'm optimistic, and this time we go the lower route here. Because the upper route is again just not worth by the time. The time we spend is not worth the points we get. Oh man, I can already see how rough the any percent will be. Yeah, also this one crystal here is also not really worth to get. It's just 10 points, and the adjustment to get it correctly is also like about... damn it. It's also about 2 seconds, and that's exactly what you get back. So you gain nothing from that, so you can just leave it. I shouldn't have done that. Okay, oh no, that was bad. I gotta go back because I can actually get the bridge back if I just go back and forth, I think. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Good stuff. So I think I want to jump over here and then shoot them. Ah, I should have ducked. Could have had all the 3, which is a lot of points. But yeah. It's fine. As I said, we should be good in points anyway. We're at good pacing. Oh, nice shot. Ah, that was too late. I'm not into the routine again. Okay, now we get the extra life, maybe? This is really hard to get. Those 3 jumps here are ridiculous hard. And that's why I failed them here. It's really, really tough to get that jump. And also here we can go left and get those bats again for an extra 100 points, and then we can go on. I think I remember we did this all the time. So yeah, also here, yeah, this was the hype route. You can be lucky here, and there are 2 specific candles here with the hearts in, and if you get them in a specific frame, then you have a very rare chance that you get a blinking heart instead of just a normal heart. And that does nothing basically, but it's just swag. And it's just super rare, and if you get 2 of them, then it's like extra rare. And you can really like pop off and celebrate. And I think that's the fun of that extra road. Just like this blinking heart here, this would be looking the same. Just a blinking heart. And that was the good RNG, so we can drop down. Oh my god, I almost messed up. This would be really painful because that was the last room before the checkpoint, or this one is. And if we died there, we would have made... like, we would have been set back to the checkpoint right at the bridge. And then we had to do the entire bridge again and everything after. So it would be a lot of time just wasted for nothing. So yeah, let's see. The frogs, they really need to be improved. I need to figure out something about those. Because this fight usually costs you time. And I think in each of the latest world records in the any percent, they all had bad frog fights. I mean, they look all good, but if you go by the time, they are pretty horrible. And I figured that I must improve the frog fight. There must be some more understanding that you can gain here that I haven't yet figured out, really. It's already like an improvement to get the double frogs. That's, I think, something. Even if it doesn't really help, it is just executional wise, like, it's a more human strat to do. And like, since this is an RTA run, I'm gonna do, you wanna reduce the human error in this. And if you have a good strategy that does that, then you're good to go, and you save a lot of time just by doing less errors. Okay. Good stuff. I do not want to PD this. I can tell you the kind of secret that I want to do with the any percent run that I want to do. I want to make a run that does not use the super trick that is the despawn glitch. There's a despawn glitch that can make objects not spawn, and thus you save a lot of time because you don't have to deal with them, and they also don't lag the screen and everything. It's like extremely efficient in this game. And there are 2 specific places here in this level where you can apply that, and they will despawn the screws that we just destroyed. And if you just make them to not spawn in the first place, then the floor and ceiling will also not even start to move. And that will save so much lag and so much time, and in the end you can basically get 5 seconds of each of the 2 tricks, so basically 10 seconds you can get for free by just applying this little trick. However, it is not guaranteed to work because it's based on the timer basically, or the kind of the lag patterns that you get, which you cannot see and not really influence too much. So roughly speaking, it is still luck to get them. But nonetheless, you wanna go for that trick and like hope for the best, of course. But in my run, I wanna try to purposely not go for that trick, because I wanna show and prove that you can beat the current run even without those trickery. Without that trickery. And even though I can do it, and I basically invented that whole trick, I just want to showcase a more or less clean run that does not use this trick, because it somewhat feels like cheating, to be honest. And I want to see one legit run, just raw skill and execution run. No tricks involved, no cheating. Yeah, and that's kind of my goal. I just want to showcase one clean run for the people, and with that run I want to actually beat the current run. That is my ultimate goal. But that is easier said than done, I tell you. I tried already. As I said earlier, I did some offline runs, and I tried to get this result already, so that I could just make an upload and like just upload a video of the run, and basically don't even stream it and anything. I just like upload the run and then show how it works. But it turns out I couldn't pull it off, even if I tried like weeks. I think like around Christmas and January and stuff like that, like around that time I tried this, but I had no success whatsoever. I think I had like 2 runs that made it quite close, but didn't make it at all. But those few runs that made it far, those showed me that it is possible to do this, and this is kind of what motivates me to showcase this. But nonetheless, it's insanely hard to do. Ah, man, such is this trick there. I need to learn this. There's a specific trick here at the end of the section where you can jump into the ceiling, and then when you drop down to the floor at a specific frame you can use the whip, and you will be just in a specific height so that the fireball that you shoot is just 1 pixel lower than it usually is. And because of that, you will barely hit that worm that crawls around there. Ah, man. And when you hit that worm with the fireball, as I explained earlier, I couldn't get away there. As I explained earlier, the fireball only does 1 damage. And so the worm will not die, but will start to roll. Because if those worms don't get killed in 1 hit, and they start to curl up and roll around the screen. And if that happens, then he rolls away from you, and in this specific situation here at the end of the section, you want the worm to stay on the screen for a bit longer than usual. And so it's perfect that it curls up and does not die, because that's exactly what you want there. You want to keep him around so that you can have him on screen while you walk and scroll the screen to the edge of the screen. Because usually if you kill the worm and you walk on after, you will just spawn the same worm just again. So you will have to deal with that same worm twice. But if you keep him around and walk that little distance before and then kill the worm, then it counts as dead already, and it will not spawn again. Because you're already in that section where it will spawn if it didn't before. Or if it got killed and tries to spawn again. And you can just use that phenomenon there to save a little bit of time. Because of the lack of that second worm, the absence. And yeah, it's tricks like that you only see when you know them. And that's what I meant. The game has such a different layer then, once you see those things. It's just so much different, and it's so much more fun and exciting to see. And then the whole execution and everything that you see me doing here. Oh my god, that was hella close. The whole execution and everything becomes so much more exciting, and you see like every jump and every specific frame that I do the whip at and stuff like that. You will see how close jumps are or how close certain hits are. If you just know this stuff, then yeah, it's such a different game. And therefore, yeah, I can highly recommend you to check out a bit more of my content about that game. Or just ask me on the streams, like whenever I stream this or showcase anything here. Oh my god, that was dumb. Yeah, whenever I showcase this game here on screen, you can just ask me stuff. I would say I know, oh my god, I know more than anyone else on this planet. So you're in good hands with me if you just ask me. Oh, I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead. I don't know why I tried this again, man. What the hell? Okay, no more games now. I just want to get the score, but I can just get it from behind. I don't know what I'm doing. This is like a real beginner's stupid mistake. Okay, I will still go this route here. Ah, I could have got the fireball. Yeah, or you could also just pick up the game and play for yourself. That's also obviously what I can recommend. It is not only a good game in itself, it's also like pretty fun, I would say. But the only issue that everyone has is not the lag. Don't get this twisted. People think their problem is the controls and the lag and everything. It is not. It's just their understanding of the whole design, basically. Once you understand the design, then the game is absolutely solid and working exactly as you want. But to understand all this, you first have to obviously know the layout of the game, so you have to know all the levels, which means you need to at least play through it one time. I would say 3 times, because I think the first time you just like somehow get through, you don't really know how. So that's not really gonna help you. The second time you already know kind of what's coming, but you're still not prepared. And then the third time you play through this game, this is basically where I would say when it clicks to you. At least that was my experience. The third time was the charm, really. Third time was when I thought like, oh my god, this game is well made. The first time was really rough. I hated the first time. First playthrough is really not fun. I agree with that. And the sad thing is that most people will only play this for one time, and that is the entire issue of the reputation of this game. And this is why everyone just calls it a bad game. Because they only see their first playthrough, which is really not representative of what this game is supposed to show you and how it's supposed to be played. And yeah, because of this wrong impression, people just don't understand it properly, and that's really sad. And so I wish they would just give it a second chance, or as I said, a third chance even. Like play through this 3 times, and then I promise you will understand it better. You will see more things, and you will already appreciate it more. And another big thing, I don't know if it's bigger of an issue or not, but the other really big thing is this kind of lag issue that people have. This is really just because you need to understand the buffer system of the game, like how they intend you to press your buttons, because it's not straightforward like in other games that you just like press and wait for stuff to happen, and or like expect the character to move right away and do exactly what you press immediately. Like, this is not how this game works. The design is so that it works through the lag, because there's so much lag in this game, which I believe is to some degree intended, and they made the controls and the gameplay obviously so that it fits into this environment and works within this kind of janky design. But in order for that to work as a user, as a player, you obviously need to understand how they intend it, and that, I have to agree, is a bit tricky. It took me quite a while to actually understand what I was doing all the time. I kinda did it intuitively at some point, but I didn't really understood what I really did. But now I do, and I can tell you it is the buffer system of the game. Ah, damn. And basically you are meant to press your buttons or your inputs and wait until they get processed by the game and get executed. And that's all there is to it. You wanna like just hold down your buttons as long as they are not executed, yeah. And that's all there is to it. It's that simple. It kinda... I don't even know how it took me so long to figure this out, but this is it. And once you understand this, everything becomes like so much easier and more fun. Because you know, okay, I didn't jump because I just didn't press the button until I jump. And yeah, once you know this, you can apply this in your gameplay and stuff will just make sense. And yeah, there we go. That was this playthrough. That was the one power whip strategy, basically. I kinda screwed it up, but whatever. Doesn't matter here. But yeah, once you learn those two things basically, so the whole game layout, the where enemies are, how the stages look, and how the obstacle course works out, it's not that hard. You probably get that after the first playthrough. But like memorizing it is maybe a bit tricky at first, but like as I said, after 2 playthroughs at least you should understand it. You should know most of it. And then the second is the buffer system. I think if someone tells you, if I just tell you this right now, and I did, and you know that there's this buffer system in the game, I think it makes way more sense to begin with. If I knew this from the start, it would probably be a way better experience. Because I know it's intended, and I know it's a mechanic inside of this whole mess of a game. And then I would understand like why they place certain things in certain ways. And yeah, it's just a way better experience overall. I'm talking way too much, I know, but it's always, when I play this game, like, I talk forever. I can talk forever about this. It's just such a good game. It's so rich and deep and fun and great. Absolute masterpiece to me. And it's just so sad to have so many people like not see this beauty of this game. It's really the definition of underrated. Okay, let's see. No, I gained 1 life even. I did even gain 1 life. That is good. So yeah, alright. 89, so we have 3 more playthroughs to go. So yeah, let's just get to it. The sooner the better, right? So let's say we get 30k per playthrough, then we could technically squeeze out 100,000 points. So we will not quite end up at 3 at the beginning in this session, but this is hella good pace. We're way ahead of points. This is really good. So yeah, let's keep this up. And I will again go for this coin here. The very first candle, we can decide if we get the coin or a life. If we want the life, the 1-up, then we can just not whip the first candle. And if we do that, then we end up with another candle that will spawn in the next room. And that candle will contain a 1-up. So that's how we can basically decide if we want a 1-up or 50 points. And here, since we go for score, I obviously go for the 50 points. But here, otherwise the candle would be right there, where I was kneeling. And yeah, also the music and the graphics and everything. I think actually people agree that the music is good. That's something. I mean, how can they trash on the game but then also like the music? It's kinda... Is that legit of an opinion? I'm not too sure. I mean, you can't completely talk the game down if you then praise the music. It's kinda double... How do you say? How do you say that? Like double-minded? I don't know how you say it. But yeah, it's kind of weird that they like a part of the game and say that that part is super good, but then like say, oh, the rest is just trash, and like they don't even see anything about the design or anything. Just yeah. At least the common I'm lacking words, guys. Like how people talk about the game, the consensus or something. Yeah, that seems to be that the game is overall bad, but I'm not really sure if that even is the consensus, because I've also seen people that say, okay, it's not that bad and stuff, and they go out of their way and say like, okay, this part is good, or this specific detail I like, or whatever. Like they differentiate their opinion a lot. That those people do exist, but they're pretty rare to find. And yeah, I'm not sure. That was my controller again. I pressed the button, but it just didn't reach the contact point. Yeah, it's fine. It's not too bad here. Level 2 would be worse if I died there, so it's all fine. And also we get quick points here, that's also good. We just don't have the good whip right now. But that is not an issue. For me at least. Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, people complain about the power-ups being lost. When you get hit, you lose your power-up. And I think that is genius. That's really good. That's really healthy and fun. If that wasn't the case, if you just like keep your power-ups all the way, do you know how piss easy this game would have been? It's really, it ruins the fun if you never get punished if you get hit. Like you could just power through everything with no problem. I think that would really hurt the fun of the game. So I pretty much appreciate that you can lose power-ups by getting hit. And that also rewards you to keep your power-ups, because that is sometimes not so easy. And keeping 2 power-ups specifically, that's like, it's the same as in Mario staying Fire Flower. Keeping the Fire Flower throughout all the level, that is really hard to do, but it's really rewarding because you're super powerful at the end, and like you can deal with enemies in such different ways, and it's the same deal here basically. You can do so much more with the Fireball Whip than you can do without any projectiles. No. No, 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 no. Ah, why do I jump? I had it. I was through. I had the powerful whip. Okay, it's not too bad. We're through again. Or are we? It's always the question. Yeah, good thing is that we can power up all the way to 2 power here. Because the game is so fair and so lenient, it's not even cruel. It's a really fair game. I would even say it's not a hard game. It's kinda easy. Like once you know all the stuff, it is really not hard. It is challenging, I would say, to some degree, and that is good, because if you do multiple playthroughs, you don't want to be like bored by the easy difficulty. So I think it's just a good thing to have some challenge, even when you have the full power whip. and that involves losing it. That is just a good design. And I don't really understand how people see that as a bad thing. But I guess they're just spoiled and too like used to modern stuff. Maybe. And therefore they don't even understand how this game was intended and designed. But yeah, that's why you have me, guys, to point out that stuff for you. Because otherwise you would never touch this yourself. So you would not even find out, so you can thank me later. And I appreciate giving you that information, obviously. Like, you're totally welcome getting all this knowledge for free. And yeah, you can also look at this show that I'm giving you, because that is, once you try this yourself, you will see how kinda skillful, I would say, the maneuvering really is. And then you get to appreciate what I do here way more. Once you take your hands and like get your hands dirty and try this for yourself, then there's the blinking heart, you see? This is the super rare drop we just got, so that's a 13 in that's a 3 in 16 chance. And now we got the other one. That's just a normal heart, see? We could potentially get 2 of those. That's the only 2 in the entire game that you can get. Or that have this specific random drop rate to them. All the other blinking hearts are static and they will always be blinking hearts. They cannot be normal ones, or they will be normal ones and can never be otherwise. But those 2 in that extra room, they can be both. And it's super rare to get both to be the blinking heart. But yeah, stuff like that, you wouldn't know that, would you? Like, how? I like, it took me like forever and a day to figure this out. And it's only because I gained so much knowledge about this game that I even see stuff like that, or know stuff like that. I see stuff that I do not see, you know? Like, if you just see the blinking heart dropping, you would just think, okay, it's just there all the time. Or if you don't see it, then you just, oh my god. Then you think like, okay, there's just a normal heart always. And you will never even pay any attention to if it's a different item or not. And so you wouldn't even appreciate if you get the blinking heart, because you would just think it's normal. And I shouldn't be losing so many lives here though. That's oh, speaking of it, I just like pressed the wrong direction. Ah, damn it. Yeah, at least we had score here, that's something, but damn. I died on the last possible room. Oh my god. And see, this is the normal gameplay right now. This is how the game usually looks like when you play it. It's that hard, or it's that easy to die, I should say. You can just die from everything at any time. Like, everything is a complete death trap. And it's only me that I make it look so easy, but it's really not that easy. Oh, what the hell? That eyeball jumped to the other side. Okay, but I should really get this over with here. Don't want to be stuck here on this freaking bridge part, because I hate this bridge. Oh, that was almost dead again. Oh, this jump is so scary. Okay, now we have to get this freaking one up. Because we actually need it. There it is. I could have left the right candle and then just move on. And then get it later because we get back there anyway. But yeah. Also, those two beds are actually scary, and you need to get a first frame jump basically, or second frame, in order to get both of them and not end up with them hitting you. And yeah, minor stuff like that is everywhere in the entire game, everywhere. If you just mess up anything anywhere, you just straight up die. That's simple as that. Okay, those two. Now we get another cross. Now we get them again. And see, I messed up. It's that easy. Okay, but here that's no problem since we have the secret room. Power back up. And now we better not die here, so that's the good pattern. So we can drop down. Oh my god, almost messed up again. But yeah, I made it. And that should be the level. And yeah, I'm not going for the crazy drop downs and stuff because I don't want to die just on accident. It's not worth to squeeze out some seconds here. You can save like a second per rope almost. Like if you really get the optimal drop down, which is super rare anyways, but like you can also just not so rarely die. If you do it wrong, you just die, as every other mistake. And yeah, I want to avoid that death trap, so I don't even go for any time saves there on the ropes. It's just not worth here for us. And also here, this whole frog fight, I'm doing this in a very suboptimal way. This is not really how you do this fight, but I just don't care right now. It's not worth to optimize this. So I won't bother doing this because it's super tedious to do like the ducking here throughout all the fight. You want to do this ducking stuff and like it takes 2 minutes or so. And you gotta smash the ducking all the way through. And it's super tedious. Not worth it. Okay, what's the life? 96. That is good because we get, I think, enough lives back before we finish this game. Okay, so here's one life. And then we maybe get one from the score. And we also get one more in the secret room at the end. So we should be at 97 lives right now. Okay, let me see if I get it here. No. This is how you would do the despawn trick. This is how it would basically look like. But it wasn't successful here, so we basically just wasted time. And this is exactly the time that I want to try to avoid to waste in the any percent run. When I do it without the despawn trick, I want to save the time of the attempt even. and that's maybe about 2-ish seconds throughout the run. It's not much, but this is about what you can save. And yeah, I just hope I can get a run done that is successful and has the route that I want to, and also beats the world record. That's kinda all I want. I think I could obviously go for some extra effort and like go like for a specific sub 1750 time or something. I could go for specific goals, but I think if we just get the world record or whatever, I guess it's fine. Because it's really tedious and stressful to do this run. Because you gotta start over and over and over and over again in level 1, and level 1 is basically the hardest level with the most inputs, like the most input heavy level. And I just hate level 1. It's so not fun. At some point, like, you played enough of it, and I did definitely play enough of it. The other levels are fine. I like level 2 and 3 and 4, they're all fine. But level 1 is just so annoying, and yeah, at some point it's just that first level that makes the entire run, that makes you not want to do the entire run. Because you don't want to see the first level again. And yeah, I'm a bit overdosed by that. And therefore I feel like I don't want to deal with this too much. At least not more than I need to. So I guess just the bare record is enough. It doesn't have to be some specific number. But yeah, we will see about that. I'm not even where I want to be, so we will see. Maybe I will end up not even doing it, or like just giving up. Because yeah, as I said, it's not easy. I make it look easy and I make it sound easy, but it is not. And we're talking world record, so it's the best run in the world. That's another thing to consider. It's not just any time or any PB or anything. Yeah, actually it kinda is PB. But it's also the best performance in history. And that's not a slouch. You can't just like brush it off as some run. So yeah, we will see how it goes, but I'm not even there yet. I gotta still make a video before this, like before I can even get to the runs and stuff. I need to finish a video for my channel, and I obviously wanna do that first and take care of that first. Ah, screwed it up again. See, you wanna have this worm to roll, and then this second worm would not appear. Because it would just be the same worm that will still roll, and then it will hit the wall and roll back at you, and you can then kill it on the when it comes back. So basically you would save one whip movement, I think. Not sure, but yeah, you save time for sure. It's like 1 second or so. I missed it again, what the hell? And again, what the hell? That's weird. Okay. So, we're at the last level again. How many lives do we have? Okay, 99, that's good. So we can also count the candles. That was 2, that's 4, that is 6, and now we get the knights here. There we go. After 6 they start to spawn. 7, 8. 9, 10. 11. 12, 13. And 14, 15. And this is the last one. There's only 16 candles. And the last one has a heart in it. I should practice this guy. I just remembered. There's a new strategy for this boomerang guy that I keep forgetting because it was so, like, it's the latest finding basically. And I haven't really used that myself. But I should maybe start using that. Just to get the hang. Yeah, I don't know. There's so much to talk about, so much to know about. I just wish more people would run this or play this in the first place. Really sad that this game doesn't get the recognition it deserves. And I just hope I can do something about it by all my doings here. All my findings and everything. Basically like 80% or so of the whole speedrun of all the strategies, I would say like about 80% is invented by myself. So I already did a hell lot for this game. But yeah, I'm not sure. I wish I could do more. But I also get how people get bored and like don't want to see it, and they're just not interested in this kind of style. And yeah, I'm just sad. I wish more people would just enjoy this and understand the beauty of this. But yeah, it is what it is. Taste is taste. You can't really change it. I can only talk about it and like maybe convince one or the other to give this a try and or to give this a second look at, and maybe then someone at some point understands this better. Ah, damn it, I saw it coming. Stuff like this, like a casual player would be surprised, like, okay, how did I die? What was going on? What the hell? This game is unfair. Stuff like that, but I know exactly what happened and like I'm not surprised. I was like, I'm rather surprised that I didn't make the jump before I dropped down, but that was kinda expected. I did try to max out the jump because you wanna end up on the rope as high as you can. And therefore you wanna max out this... Oh, damn it, I should have ducked. You wanna max out this jump so that you reach higher on the rope. Also, usually you want a damage boost through this guy here. But since we die in one hit, we cannot damage boost. Which means we gotta deal with those guys manually. Okay, let's go for this again. Damn it. Oh, I saw it coming again. I was like, will I make it? And if I had spaced out that jump, as I said, or like how I wanted in the beginning, I would have made that. I would not have died there. But I didn't, I was scared because of that mistake, so I did not space out the jump too much. And then that just resulted in me getting killed from that fireball. And now here I just messed up, whatever. I was caught up in my speech. No. Ah, damn you. And then, like, mistake after mistake happens. Like, it spirals into some real life deficits here. That is not good, but that is common. That's very common. That happens so many times to me. I had one run that I lost like 20 lives in. And yeah, if you think about it, I had like a deficit of 11 lives at the end. That is really unacceptable. That was really scary to end this whole project. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. Oh my god, I'm not. I was sure I would die. Cause the fire spitter guy, the Panaguchi, just didn't spit a fireball. I don't know why. He took so long for the second fireball. And I just had this other pattern, the high pattern, I think. So that the other fireball took so long that I could adjust and kill the guy before the Panaguchi, or before the fireball came back to the Panaguchi guy. That I could deal with both things before they like pincer me. Okay, I have the full power whip, I hope. Yeah, I have. Okay, now I want to try something in the next room that is kind of relevant for the speedrun. I hope I don't die now, but if so, it shouldn't matter. Okay, it doesn't work. Good. This was... I'm sorry this was an experiment, but I needed to know about this specific thing for the run later at some point, because that was a theory that I never tested but I always thought about. I used the buffer system to basically do a glitch jump when I spawned in the room. And I made it because I wanted to stall time to see if that stall time was enough time to drop down right away into the moving spikes, so that I could save time overall in that room because of maximizing that like drop. But it seems that the time is just not enough, and I will end up right in that spike by that timing. So I have to adjust the time in my head and manually. There's no trick around it. It would have been nice though, but can't have everything handed to you. Ah, I should have spaced it out. Okay, now, see, now I made it. Even if I had the other fireball pattern, I would have made it. Alright, okay. So no messing around anymore. Now I'll play for real. We got a bunch of extra points though, so that's something. But all the time that it took is kinda lost. But since we're not in a rush today, as I said, we can afford stuff like that. It's just like goofing around, having a bit of fun. It's all within the plan for today, basically. Alright, so now we know the times. Oh my god, that was not planned though. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I hate this. This area is just tedious. It's one of the worst areas, but it's doable, it's just tedious. The eyeball bridge is way worse because it's harder, but this one, it just takes so long and it's just tedious. And here the fireball patterns and stuff, it's just... Oh damn it. I just dodged it, did you see? I jumped away in the right time. And therefore you get a different sprite animation. And then you have a different hurt box, and then the fireball cannot hit you in the same, like, ways that it would be if you just climb up. So I actually dodged that fireball on purpose. Alright, here again. And I always have to go through this and like get the second crystal up there to get the fireball back. Alright, how can I mess up on this easy pattern? I think it's because of the lag reduction, yeah. That's because I didn't do the lag reduction, then obviously I had more lag. I messed it up again? Are you joking me? Yeah, I'm sorry for this mess here. This is really messy. This is really not how it should look like. Yeah, we get a lot of extra credit here. That is ultimately a good thing. It is just right now it's kind of a pathetic performance, I must say. See, I waited there for the fireball just a bit. And you wouldn't see that if you wouldn't know. Stuff like that is what I mean by those details. And it's so sick if you just watch someone play this and you see that he just waited that little tiny bit, just enough. If you see that happening, like with your own eye, if you have the eye to see that, which I obviously have, then it's just, you're enjoying the show so much more. And yeah, I just wish people would see all that stuff, because it's so sick. Sometimes I'm amazed by my own play, because yeah, there's so many crazy things that you can get. And they're so minor, they're so little. Okay, I will just not go for this, whatever. It's not worth right now. I don't die here 3 times. Finter. Where do I know you from? Yeah, hi. I think you're from Stardust, right? That's where I know you from. Yeah, welcome in. Nice to see you. I don't think you have any experience with this game or any knowledge of it, but it's fine. I just try to explain a bit right as I play. But yeah, I can't explain everything 100 times, so I will not go over the most things again. But yeah, if you're curious about this game, you can just ask anything. I should know about all things, I guess. Or like the most things that can be known, I should maybe know. Actually, I don't even need score right now, I can just move on. Yeah, I can just move on. We gained a lot of score already just by dying so much that I don't think we need this extra grinding for credits here. Yes, what is this 19th century wannabe Castlevania is this? Yeah, give me a second. I just have to deal with this little bat guy here. Ah, damn it, missed it. Ah, okay, I go the long route, whatever. It's not worth to rush him. Okay, there we go. So now I can talk. Okay, let's see. What is this 19th century wannabe Castlevania? Is this? Nice sentence, by the way, but yeah, I get what you say. So this is the first Game Boy Castlevania, the first handheld Castlevania of all of the series. Why is there a timer in the level, you mean? Like every game back from the 80s and 90s, like literally every game had a timer back then. It's just to add some pressure to the gameplay, because they want you to not stay in one place and like do some shenanigans, I don't know. They just want you to move on and like play the game and not just camp in a corner or something. And that's why most of the games back then, they added a timer just to make people move and like go on. And also sometimes they make the timer so tight that you just have to basically speedrun the game or like just move on in a quicker way, because sometimes the timer is really stressful and really tight. But in this game not, it's really easy. The timer is just there for extra points at the end of the level basically. The timer is not a threat really, but yeah. In some games it is, but not here. Wait, is this Castlevania? Oh, obviously, this is Castlevania the Adventure. We should have seen that. Okay, actually, yeah, I didn't write it down anywhere. But CVA stands for Castlevania the Adventure. That's why I call it CVA. Oh shit, I just learned to watch and read. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I kinda didn't write it down, I think. But you can read it in the description. There should be a text that states what this is. So, but let me pause this here real quick, and then we can see the score. So you can see what you see on screen. It says stage 93, and the game only has 4 stages. So I explained everything in the beginning of the stream, but yeah, I'll just do it again. The game has 4 stages, and as you can see, we're on stage 93 right now. But that's not even true. We're actually on 293. So we played the game so many times that we're on level 293 right now. And we want to end up at 0, 0, 0, 0 today, or 0, 1 basically, like 1 after 0, 0. So stage 1 is the end goal of today's stream, unless someone extends that time. But I think I would end at 300 anyways, even if we get more levels on the counter. Just because to have this milestone in one stream and like have this as the end goal for today. But yeah. Huh? Yeah, I don't know what that question is, but yeah. So let me keep going, because we still have two more playthroughs to go. So let me get rid of them. So, alright. I could have chosen the live this time, but I think we're fine. I'm not too rusty, so I should not die so many times that we are actually in trouble. Because if I go game over, if we lose all the 90 something lives and I die with 0 lives, then the whole project ends, and that's obviously what we want to avoid. But seeing how it goes today, I don't think this is a threat by any means. I don't think I'll be able to join the stream, but good luck, you got this. Yeah, thanks man. Thanks for joining by, or like for saying hello. Oh damn, yeah, I just forgot. Damn, let me quickly like pause this. I wanted to play the whole donation thing, because you're actually, Hide is actually the one who made all this possible. I totally forgot to do that, man. I wanted to do that in the beginning, damn. How could I forget? I was so caught up in my speech that I just didn't Didn't think of it. Okay, give me a quick second here. I gotta get into the backend page. And I wanna quickly just for my VIP member basically. I wanna quickly play this donation again from, this was an off-stream donation, so he had no chance to have this shown up on stream, so I wanna catch up on that and like show it again for you guys. So there it is. That is the donation. And there's no text, so yeah. That's all there is to it, but I just wanted to show this just for the sake of having it recorded in some way. And yeah, that's that. Alright, but now we got this over with and I want to go on, obviously. You speedrunning this game? I used to speedrun this, but not right now. So this right now, what you see is not supposed to be a speedrun. This is just a run. It's not about speed. It's about surviving and not going game over. And I don't think that's anywhere near. So it is just a run basically. And the point is just for this whole file, for the whole game file, to go on and on and on. So at some point, like the real ultimate goal in the very end of this project is to have such a high score, so many points, that the counter of the points will break at some point. Because obviously the old games back then, they could only count to a specific amount. Like you cannot count to infinity, you can't have infinite points, so at some point the game cannot catch up with the points. And I want to have that happen so that the game itself basically will destroy itself. That is the ultimate goal of this entire project. But we are way far from that to happen, so we're at least 2 digits away from this, so this will probably take 1,000 hours or something. So it's not really realistic to happen anytime soon. It could only be that a different code shenanigan could happen, like something inside the code could be in such a way that they didn't expect people to play this for so long, and then something unexpected could happen and maybe break the game before the score itself breaks the game. But the ultimate goal is to break this game by just playing it. And yeah, we will see if that ever happens, I don't know. But as of right now, we will just go on playing and see what happens and what we can get, and like watch the score go up and watch the levels go up and everything. I think it's still pretty exciting to see like how insane the gameplay or the achievements that you can do in this game, how they look like the insane numbers of score. Nobody ever has such a high score. And so this entire project is long ago become a world record already. So whatever you see right now is a world record. Everything I do is a world record. We're way beyond the best that anyone ever did. So whatever I do is a world record. So that in itself, I think it's kind of hype to see, because yeah, you're part of a world record right now. As we speak, you are part of this, and yeah, it's kind of hype. To me, at least, it's something special. And that's the whole point of this project, to just give people the chance to be part of this insane thing. And that is all there is to it. Like, it's not too crazy really, but it's still something special. And I just have this on my streams and on my channel as an ongoing project. And whenever you feel like you want to be part of this, you can just either join the streams or just actively participate in pushing more levels into this project, which you can do by the donation system that I have. If you read through all the stuff in my description, it should tell you the rules and everything. I listed everything down there, so I'm not gonna talk about this again, but yeah, it's just for the viewers and the follower here to have some special experience that they can more or less participate in. That's basically what you see right here. It's not too much a showcase of skill or anything, it's just to have something special going on for the people and for myself, of course. So I will quickly stop here to read chat because I can't read and play this at the same time, because there's another thing. Because we are such a high level right now, everything in the game will kill us in one hit, so I have to play completely damageless through the entire game, otherwise I will just die. If I touch anything, I will die. And so I have to be a bit focused while I play, so I can't really look away to chat, because yeah, otherwise I would just die. So, but yeah, now I can look back. He forgot something. I hope the dono isn't loud. No, the dono isn't loud. It's like you heard it. It's just basically my sound level that I have on the stream. Bro, that is so unique, that dono sound. I don't even know what was the sound. That was the star spin sound from SM64, I think. I'm not sure. Oh no, it's the Splatoon sound. That was the Splatoon like sound effect. I don't know. But I also have the star spin sound and some other Castlevania things. So there's no timer, so I kinda got the speedrunning thing myself, lol. Yeah, you could basically stop the time, but that's not the point really of this project. It's not about time, it's just like chill and go, and I can stop whenever I want, just like right now. And yeah, it's kind of a chill experience. And it's still special, right? So that's the whole point of this. Man, what the fuck? You just climbed through a wall? Yeah, that was the secret room. There, every level, every of the 4 levels has a secret room, and there are specific ways to find those levels, and they're all unique. And in level 1, it's just that you have to figure out that you can climb through this invisible, or this, yeah, visible non-wall, and you can just climb through that, and that's the secret. That's what I just did there. You died? Yeah, I died. I die sometimes. It's not that easy. So if you were to play this, I think you would maybe manage to get game over, because it is really not as easy as it looks. But yeah, I just die sometimes. It is what it is. I was here. Oh my god, world record, holy. Yeah, as I said, everything you see here is a world record, so feel free to be part of this history, basically. It's all history today. Can't read and play at the same time, that's what we call a skill issue. Yeah, that is a skill issue for sure. I wish I like had like those chameleon eyes. If I like had one eye look at the screen and have another eye look at chat, and like play one-eyed per screen, basically. That would be nice, but yeah, I can't really do that right now. Every time is one... What? Every enemy is one-shotting you? That's crazy. Yeah, it is crazy. It's pretty hard. Hell yeah, I was expecting to get my dono message, yeah. Yes, I'm actually this far behind. Ignore me, lol. Yeah, like I played it half an hour ago. I don't know where you get this whole stream from, but yeah, maybe you have like the pigeons flying, and every bit from the stream you get from one letter that the pigeon brings you. And maybe that's your transition right now, your connection. But yeah, I have 1.2k hours in Apex, so I don't know. Yeah, let me just go on here, and maybe I can stop whenever. So this is the tricky room here. I usually die here, but I just didn't. Okay. Oh. Okay. I usually die here because this room is RNG. I need to be lucky for the bats to not hit me. Otherwise, I die in one hit. And I need to be lucky for the bats to fly in such a pattern that they don't hit me. And that is just kinda luck. You can somewhat influence it, but I don't know how. I haven't figured out yet how this works. Maybe one day I will know, but as of right now I have no way to avoid those bats. So I just have to be lucky for them to not fly into me. And we seem to be lucky right now, so I'm still alive. But if we die now, we spawn back at the start, and then we have the same problem once again. So I have to try to stay alive here. So let me do that. And once I get through this room, we should be good to go. Oh my god, that was close. And now we should be good to go. And I can quickly pause here for you and then read. Lamau, yes, I'm getting a carrier pigeon to deliver my dono message. Yeah, that's basically what I thought. The only downside to a thunderstorm. Yeah, exactly. That was the joke, but I don't know, some words still don't pop into my mind in time, and then I just have to describe it somehow else. And that's why sometimes my jokes are a bit like clunky, and you might not get them immediately, but yeah, you got it. You got what I was saying. And it's also hard to come up with like speeches and stuff while I play this, obviously, but yeah. It's nothing new at this point. People should know this kind of issue from me. It's nothing new. Ah, I barely missed. Okay, last eyeball. And now we can also get this one up here in the next room, if I get it. This is super hard to reach. Yeah, see, I just missed it. It's such a hard jump on the free platforms, it's really hard. Even for me as a veteran, I still struggle. It's like pixel perfect. You gotta time every jump like perfectly. It's super duper hard. Okay, we got through this. And now let's see if we get the blinking heart in the next room. And nope, just a normal heart. That's just the non-hype heart. And there we go, that's the one up. Got this jump this time. Got the bats this time, very nice. Now the invincibility, now we're safe anyway, but I can, yeah, see, I missed the bat, but it's fine. We don't need to kill it. And we can power back up here, and that's the second secret room, by the way. If you haven't figured, this is like the secret room of level 2. No, I didn't whip in time. I was scared for the other pattern. And now see where we are, back at the frickin' bridge. But it's still fine, like we just have to deal with this again. That's kind of annoying. But at least it is not scary, it's not really threatening, as the beginning of the level would be way worse than this. So... And also we get score, so it's basically good in a way. So that we get more score all in total. And that is basically the goal of this project anyway, so... In some way you could say it's even better to die. If you can afford it, obviously. Which we can. So, it's all good, it's just like, it feels annoying, but it's technically a good thing to die. Okay. I get so much more score now. And I think this is probably how we ended up with so much score. Because we're way ahead of the score, we should have way less than we have. But I guess since such situations happened so many times already, we just got so much more score than we should have. And that's obviously good. And we just have the normal heart here. Again, no luck. Yeah, oh, no way. Oh my god. Let me quickly stop here. Damn, that was not necessary. I should have spaced that jump. There's one pixel in every edge that you can jump into, and if you hit that, you're just one pixel off from the game understanding that you should stand either on the platform or grab back to the rope. And it's just that in-between pixel that the game doesn't know what to do, and then you end up just falling and dying, yeah. That's stupid. Either the bats actually need some RNG or again skill issue. Nah, they need RNG. As I don't know how to control the RNG in this game, so it is still a mystery how to deal with the bats. And therefore, with the current knowledge, it is still just luck to if you get through or not. You just have to pray and be lucky. And so it's not a skill issue in that case, it is actually luck. And yeah, I don't know if that's a design flaw of the game. That could be that they didn't think this through. But it is just what it is, and we have to deal with it somehow. But yeah, it's doable. It's just a bit rough. You don't have to come up with whole speeches and streams. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I feel like I need to say something at some point, and then I want to elaborate further on what I want to say, and then it ends up in some big speech usually, and then I don't know. I go everywhere with my speech, and yeah, I don't know. Sometimes it ends up in some funny things, but yeah. How the fuck you died to that hand? Hand? What the hand? What kind of hand? Ah, you mean the Panaguchi guy? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that was stupid. I know. I was through already, and I shouldn't get hit by that fireball. Just look at him and died like me when I talk to women. Lol. Yeah. Okay, anyway, so we just have to get this one up at the tricky jump, and then we're back to where we like took off. Ah, wow. Unless, like, I screw up. Yeah, you saw that. This is how the jumps go in all of the games. It's not just this specific place, it is everywhere in the game. The jumps are so extremely tight that you have to be so precise everywhere. And if you just go one pixel too low or too far, you straight up die, just like I did. And that goes for every jump in the game, or almost every. So it really looks way easier than it really is. I want you all to be aware of that, because it's not me being bad, or maybe I'm a bit rusty, sure. But the game is not as easy as it looks. So yeah. There's still some skill involved in all this. I want you to remember that at all times. Because I sometimes even forget myself. I'm like casually playing and stuff and I think like, oh yeah, whatever. But it is still pretty hefty. Alright. Okay, got the bats again, and now we can see if we get the blinking heart maybe this time. Yeah, there it is, the blinking heart. That's super rare. There is a 3 in 16 chance. And now we can see if we get another one, because we get the chance to see this again in the next room. And if we get that, then that's like the rarest thing that can happen here. Ah, nah, it's just a normal heart, okay. But we could have had 2 of them coming up. Ah, wow, I missed the life. That sucks. I'll just not get it, it's not too important. But it's still a bummer, I would have liked to have that. Okay, let's go. So back in the secret room, and now we're back where we ended up. And let's see if I not die in this room this time. So that's the bad pattern. We want to wait for the next one. That's the good pattern. When it goes downwards at the beginning, then we have the good pattern. This is what we want, and then we can do this and go on. And now we're at the next checkpoint. So if we die, we start here again. It's not that bad. And we're almost at the boss anyway, so this level is almost over now. So down here is the boss, or the boss says it's like 20 frogs. It's an army of 20 frogs here. And yeah, we just have to deal with them. And each frog takes like one 2 frogs take 1 bar of health together, because they're 10 bars of health, but they count for 2 each, so it's 20. It's not 10, but it's 10 bars, so whenever I kill 2 frogs, then it counts for one bar. And yeah, we just need to kill 20 of them, and that's the boss fight. It's pretty easy, honestly, but you gotta figure out where to stand and how to react. Like when you don't know it, it's kind of tricky, but you figure it out pretty soon. It's not so hard. But optimizing this fight, that's a different story. That's way harder, and I still haven't figured out how to really do this efficiently. I gotta figure this out when I start runs. Because I want to start doing runs of this maybe next month somewhere. And then you will see actual speedrunning. And you will see like what I'm capable of or not in this game. I'm a go now, so catch you later. Okay, yeah, see you later then. Thanks for dropping by. been nice to see some people and to recognize some people from other communities. So yeah, thanks for checking by. See you next time. And yeah, we're at the second last playthrough anyway, so it's not gonna be too long that I will also leave. But yeah, we got 1.5 more to go. And we got the life pack, so we should be at 97 or so. I didn't count the lives, I don't know. But yeah, I wonder how Finter even found my stream. I'm not sure if he's following me or not. Could actually be though, yeah. Oh man, I also... like, that's an alternative idea that I had. I could either go for a totally non-cheated speedrun, like go for no despawn glitch at all, or I could just go for the opposite and try the despawn glitch everywhere to try to improve the time like tremendously. But I feel like that's kinda... it wouldn't feel too rewarding if I did that. Cause that's just kinda easy-ish. And it doesn't really prove the point that I try to make. Cause I wanna actually showcase what you can do with raw executional skill. And raw planning and raw knowledge. I just wanna basically brute force the world record just by raw skill. And yeah, that's hella hard, of course, but I think I can do it. It's just a matter how close it will be. It might just be 1 second or so. And that might be a bit of a letdown, but still it would prove my point, and I think I might be fine if I just prove my point there. I don't want some crazy numbers or crazy time. Because to me it's not... I'm not really a speedrunner per se, and I'm not that much interested in this whole like RTA speedrunning. If anything, I would maybe be more interested in the tasks and like what is in theory possible, and it's more interesting for me to see what's possible than to see like a performance of someone doing a good run, because no speedrun is perfect and they will never get their best possible times by any means. So it's always kinda not satisfying to me to watch a normal speedrun. Sure, it shows the skill and everything, but to me this is just... I'm not interested in that. I don't want to see that, because I know it's doable and I know how it looks and I know how it feels. Like most of the things I did myself already. It's just to get all the perfect things in the same run. That's kind of the problem. And basically it is just resetting until you get a run that has magically all the tricks combined in one run. And that will have the best time, obviously. So I don't really know. For me it's just kind of shiny hunting. And I find that's boring. I don't see too much of a point in resetting until you get a good run. It's somewhat a waste of time to me. I would rather spend the time making a test file and then see how the perfect run would look like. And that's enough for me to know. If I see how it could look like, then that satisfies me enough to be satisfied, yeah. But I don't need to see this in in a normal playthrough from someone executing this in real time. It's not really necessary for me to see that. And therefore I also don't want to waste my time to do a performance that is like crazy good, but would still not satisfy me, because it could even be better. So even if I get my perfect run per se, it's not really perfect. So yeah, why would I waste my time going for that? And therefore I feel maybe I will just want to get the record and nothing more. I think that's already fine. If we get just 1 second better or so, I should just take it and go with it, whatever. It's just not worth. Okay, finally got this fight right. I messed up so many times on this Birdman lately. So what is the life count? Okay, already full lives again, good. Very nice, very nice. So yeah, second last time we see this level today. It's already almost over. I always try to kinda extend the stream whenever I know, okay, it's the last run or so. I try to like squeeze all the score out of it and like slow down the gameplay and like do some extra corners and stuff. Because I never want to end this. I always think like, I don't want to step away from this beautiful game. Oh my god, that was close. But yeah, I will get back anyway, so I shouldn't be too sad. And also, yeah, we got one more playthrough to go. So it's not quite the end just yet. Let's see what next run even brings. And I'm just tempted to do some speedrun tricks while I do this here. But I shouldn't go for them because they're so risky, most of them. And the risk is not worth here in this kind of category. And yeah, I should just like play the safe here. But then I have to switch it up when I do actual runs. I have to reverse my mind and then go for the actual... oh my god. Go for the actual risky things. But yeah, not yet. So, alright. Yeah, I had to get rid of this fireball because it just bounces back at this corner of the screen and then comes back at me. What the hell? What? I didn't know that would also come back from that far. Interesting. Imagine knowing your game, by the way. Yeah, I haven't played this for way too long, so I think it's kind of worth an excuse. It's like a language or something, you just forget stuff whenever you don't do it too much. And same goes for this game, like my knowledge is still there somewhere, but I gotta refresh it every once in a while. Otherwise, yeah, I can't really make use of it, or cannot access my memory that has this stuff in it. But yeah, it feels good to be back at this game, honestly. I needed this, and I also need the speedrun sessions. it's so much fun, and it's like so... Whenever there's a timer involved and you can race against the time, it just like adds so much more fun to it. If you can beat your times and like get PBs and stuff, it's so much fun. And I think it's even for the viewers, it's a better experience to see like, okay, have a time as a reference and understanding maybe the pace or something. You have a better idea what is going on if you see the timer being like green and like you're ahead of time and stuff. I think that it's just a better experience even if you don't know what's going on. Because I can basically see the pacing even without the timer. But yeah, having the timer on top is just easier to see it for me as well. And also it's more rewarding and more fun for everyone. So, okay, we're almost done. I got the full power whip, so I don't think I will go for this crystal this time. Okay, I will. This place again. And it's also kind of weird whenever you come from this chill approach here and like not going for time, but for other objectives, and then you switch to the speedrun category, and out of a sudden you have to leave out candles and like dodge enemies and do whatever. Like, it's so much different. The whole gameplay and the whole thinking, the whole approach of this. It's just such a different kind of thing. And sometimes it's hard and you mess up the strategies sometimes, and like in the speedrun you go for the chill stuff, and then in the free run and the chill run you go for speedrun stuff sometimes. And yeah, once that settles in and you actually do what you're supposed to, then you get the results. Ah, I need the candle, damn it. But it doesn't matter if we take time here, because this level, even though it has a timer, it does not really count the time, because the timer at the end will go away. In the second phase of Dracula, the timer will just go away. So essentially this level does not have a timer. Holy crap, that was pixels from dying. And that was... See, I tried to go the safe route on this, but I'm used to the non-safe route. So basically the riskier route I can play more safely than the safe route. And it's this weird mix-up thing that I just addressed that just messes with your brain sometimes. And I don't know what to do. Like, I try to decide for the safe route, but then I was already kind of trying to do the non-safe route, and then you get so messed up and you end up dying for stuff that you usually could do easily. But yeah, that's just when you run different categories, so you should stick to one category and like get some results there and then move on to the next one. And then learn all the different stuff there and then get results there and then move on to something else. And there are so many different categories even in this game. Ah man, I didn't jump. There's like the 102% for example, or there's even low percent, and you could even add other challenges to this. You can just make up something that makes a bit of sense. And you can just make it happen, or just prove something to yourself. Maybe you want to achieve something specifically. You can just set your own goals and go for them. So this time I'll just wait for the spike. There we go. This is the safe route. Okay, so should I grind for a bit of score? I'm not sure. I could go to I don't know. 100k is kind of a far stretch, isn't it? Yeah, let's do a bunch of those knights here, just for the sake of points. Okay, that was scary. Maybe I could go 90k. Yeah, let's go 90k. That should be enough. That's like a minute of grinding, maybe. Yeah, a bit more. Maybe much more, I am not sure. Okay, 5 knights are 1k. Okay, it's maybe much more, yeah. I underestimated this. That is not exactly what I thought. Yeah, still. We can do this. 90k should be fine. And we don't have that much time anyway. I think we need a minute or so for Dracula to get to him and like set up and everything and like have a bit of wiggle room, bit of a buffer. That was close. Okay, almost there. So 5 more nights, then I'm going on. Or I die. Imagine I die at the last one. Okay, yeah, we can go on already. There we go, that's the 1-up even. We get more points from Dracula and such. Like, he gives you 8,000 points, I believe. And Dracula, the 2 forms themselves, is another 200 each, so we get quite some points out of Dracula. There we go, that was a good one, a good fight. Except first phase was kind of messed up, but second phase was good. And yeah, that is that. So we get another 8,400 points from Dracula, plus the bats, so maybe it's 500. Which means we should be very close to the next 100,000. I could have done maybe a bunch of more nights, but yeah, it's fine. We should be at 2.9 points, I think. 2.9 something. That's what I guess. And that's pretty crazy. Because we have still 25 loops to go until the 400. And 25 times 30k. I don't even know what that is. It's like 700 something. And that is huge. That means we end up even more than 500,000 ahead of the schedule, basically. That's crazy. Maybe we could even squeeze this, like squeeze so many points out of this that we end up at a 4 million at 400 levels. Imagine that. That would be sick. Okay, it's not even a 2.9 though. We're almost at 2.9. Okay, so let me see. 2.9. 30k. 7. Yeah, it's like 3-5-ish. And if we get way more, I think this could actually end up at 4 million at the when we reach the 100 loops at some point. This could actually maybe match the levels. Okay, well, if we think we have 300 now, 300 levels, or almost, there's one more round to go, and we're at 300 and we're not at the 3 million score yet. We are basically missing 100k. Will we make up for that within the next 25 loops for the 400? I just wonder. But I think we will. 25 is a lot, man. Like, a lot can happen there. If we just get 1,000 more per run, yeah, 1,000 is not too much. But let's say we get 1,000 more per run, then we get 25,000 more. That's not enough. Damn. Yeah, we will see. I cannot promise anything, but let's just go on and see where we end up here. Alright guys, so last round, buckle up, last round. I try to keep my lives and end up on a good number. Let's see how it goes. So this time we definitely skip the life, we take the coins. And then, yeah, hope for the best for this run. We just need to get through level 2 unscratched. I think the rest is easy. It can, like, level 4 can really screw you. But that's more of a nerve thing. You gotta keep your calm and keep your nerves on that. It's not the same issue as level 2 has. And also I think level 3, the Birdman, if you just keep your calm and just play it down, there should be no issues with, like, if you lose it and if you don't like get your head into it, then it can spiral down into some nonsense. But actually you get the life back on Birdman Fight, I just figured. You don't even lose lives there. And the stage before I think is hard to even lose lives. If you're not totally messing up, then you shouldn't lose any lives. It's just level 2 is messy, and level 4 can mess with you, so you can be messy there. Oh, that was really close. That was also really close and stupid. Okay. So we get to the next 100k. If we hit that candelier. There we go. And the 1-up doesn't give you any score. Okay. We might figure out in the close or not so far future, we might figure out some parts of the code of this game, and then maybe we have better insight of what's actually going on and some of the design choices here. Because there are things that seem off to me that don't really make sense from my view or from my standpoint here as a player. But I think they do make sense deep down. If you really like dig deeper and understand why they did it, I think they will make sense. And I guess in the not so far future there is a chance that we might figure out some of the code of this game. And then we figure out those little things, and maybe even more. Maybe there's like stuff to find that you cannot really see, that's like test stuff basically. Or like knowledge stuff that you can hardly figure out by just playing. Because I can just see what I see, I can't see the code, I don't know what's really going on in the background. I can only assume my stuff just by playing, but maybe my assumptions are not the correct way. And if we have better insight of what's actually going on inside of the code and in the RAM and in the bits, how the bits flip around and stuff, if we know this better, then maybe we can figure out other tricks, such as like the RNG here for the bats. We might get a handle on that at some point. And then we might understand how it works, and then we can maybe figure out how to influence it and make use of it. And not end up in stuff like this here. And then we have a better understanding, better mastery of this whole thing. I gotta wait here for the bat. I need to kill it. Or get the spore before it comes. Or the cross, I mean. Okay, that should do it. But yeah, I have high hopes that if we get inside of the code, that we will figure out quite a bunch of tricks, I think, or at least have a better idea how stuff works. And I can see maybe 1 or 2 or more things that could come to light once we understand more. Such as the bat RNG. This can maybe lead to different strategies altogether. This could maybe lead to bat jumps, like getting hit and double jumping with a bat or stuff like that. Or way other things, we don't even know. It depends what tools we figure out that we might end up using. And yeah, I'm pretty excited once that happens, or if that happens. But we could also understand this entire project here when we know how the score, for example, works, because that's a real big mystery. We have no idea how the score counter and everything works in this game. We can just see what we see, but that is not what it is, really. I already, even by looking at it, I figured out some things that prove that the whole aesthetic and the whole visuals do not represent what is actually going on in the background. And for that reason... Oh man, that was tricky. And for that reason, I believe if we somehow figure out more about this, we open up a whole new door of possibilities. And that's just exciting because it's kind of stale-ish at this point. I didn't figure out many tricks and stuff lately. Maybe like it's exhausted already, there's not too much more to find maybe. But I still believe there is more, but I just cannot find it. There's no way for me to see it. But once we get insight in the code, I see so many more opportunities or so many more chances that there could be more to be found. And yeah, it just excites me and hypes me up. And once we even know this whole project here, like how it works and how the score works, we can basically predict when this project ends. So that's the chat question that I put, the chat poll. This is basically the last time I can even ask this, really, without knowing the answer myself. Because at some point, once I get more insight of the code, I will find at least some answers. Maybe not every answer, maybe there's like different ways of the game to maybe break itself. But for example, if I can say that the code says that the score, if it reaches this and that number, that the score itself will become an issue, stuff like that. If I know this for a fact, then I can predict the whole outcome and the numbers of the score and stuff way more efficiently and way more, yeah, meaningful. Because now it's just guessing basically, and this whole project is kind of to figure out that kind of stuff. But imagine we never make it to the 999 score or something, which is likely because it's so far. We're like, I don't know, we gotta play this for 1,000 hours or so to even reach the last digit of the score, so that's like 10,000s of hours. I don't think that's a realistic thing. So knowing the numbers and knowing the insides of the code, I think that would help so much with the whole understanding and the whole like knowing how much nonsense this entire project is, really. Or if it even makes sense. Maybe the last digit doesn't even exist and we're maybe pretty close to breaking the game. So that could also be that we figure out, okay, we're pretty close to actually breaking this, and there's only a little more that we have to do, and then the game will like give in and yeah, start to override itself. And that was a 9999. So that's my hate number all over the screen, because I'm not a fan of the number 9. It's kind of my hate number, because it's just barely off of the next digit, and it feels so incomplete to me, and it just bothers me every time I have to see it. So I try to avoid 9s whenever I can. But yeah, Obviously, in this case here, it's the maximum number, so it is kind of a good thing. And therefore, yeah, I'm not too much bothered this time. Okay, that was probably too early. But yeah, okay. And that's already level 3. See, we are almost done. It goes so quick, like when you don't pay attention. At least that's my perception. If I don't pay attention too much, then like I blast through this game in no time. It's just, it feels like I didn't even notice the whole playthrough, and I'm already like in level 3. So yeah, I don't want to go for the risky stuff here. I could have done the worm in the most risky way, but even in good runs, I had ruined runs that were pretty good by this kind of risk, and it's not at all worth it. It maybe saves a couple of lag frames or so, but it's really minor. And even the setup of it is kinda janky. And also here, this jump is not really worth to maximize. You can just do whatever. It's kinda, it comes down to almost the same result. Here, however, you can improve, but I don't want to here. It's not, the risk in this kinda category is, you shouldn't risk anything. It's just not, there's no point to it. Okay, yeah. Oh, that was a good grab, but a bad jump before. I wish I would get those kind of jumps whenever I do runs. Because sometimes you can grab the ropes really high. And it seems to depend on the lag pattern, which you cannot really see, or... yeah, you can somewhat see them, but you cannot really influence it in a meaningful way. At least you can influence it, but since you don't see exactly what you influence, it's kind of random guesswork, and you might end up with something better or something even worse than before. So it's not really reliable. Alright. I could try for the warm strat this time at the end. It's just, if I mess up... yeah, if I mess up, we have to do this whole section again. That's kinda... not worth it. But otherwise, I can never really train this strategy. Yeah, let me see, maybe... nah, we miss out on 58 points there. I don't know if that's worth it. I could try though. Depends if I get the drop down anyway, so... yeah, speaking of dropping down, I saw this coming. I was just like, not focusing on that jump. My mind was like far ahead already. I was already at that warm place. But yeah, okay. So I wanted to extend this playthrough, so there we go. Also, we just exceeded 3 hours of stream time already. It's kinda good, because that was something like somewhat my secret goal. Because like the projected ending would have been around now, and we're still going. Like, we did a good job of stalling time, and like extending the stream artificially. So yeah, I'm proud of myself for the stalling. But yeah, it's maybe 20-ish minutes, like including dying and stuff and talking at the end, so it's like maybe 20 more minutes. So we might end up at 4:30-ish. Oh my god, I wish I knew a pattern for that. I wish I knew a recipe for the rope jumps. Because they're so big in this level. You can save like 5 seconds. Ah, see, I messed up. That was too slow. I don't think I can get it now. Nah, forget it. Not worth it. You want to be super quick. This has to be flawless and then you can get the attempt even. This doesn't work if you hesitate a bit. You gotta go all the way and be at perfect pace. So, but anyway, we're at the checkpoint now. And we should be good with the lives. And we should even... Nah, we get no life now. We just get to the next 1,000. Or not. Oh my god. Yeah, horrible fight, but whatever. So, I wanna stop right now in the screen transition, because we now have the goal of the stream right here. So look at this beauty. This is actually what we tried to see, but we now also need to beat this level. So that's within the record. It requires me to also beat the level that I reached. So we want to beat level 300 as well. But yeah, this is level 300, and it's kind of a rare sight to see the 0-0, stage 0-0. So stage 100, or in this case stage 300, that is only every 100 stages, obviously. So it's a pretty rare sight. And we've seen this 3 times over right now. Pretty crazy, isn't it? Like, it feels kind of surreal to me. 3 times 100 level out of 4. That's so crazy. Absolutely insane. I should maybe post this in chat here. Level 300. So there we go. This is just for people to check this back, or I don't know. Just if they want to see this again, like, there we go. Yeah. And speaking of going, I think I will just get this over with. We can check the score maybe. So if we that's not gonna happen. If we get 80k out of this level, nah, forget about it. So we can't get on pace, but like we can barely. It's really close to pace, honestly. And like by pace I mean we're way over pace, because we're not supposed to have level 303 million score, because that would mean, what does that even mean? Oh wait, my math is wrong though. No, it's not. No. Okay, so we can only really calculate with level 400, because that is 10 times 4 levels, because we need to calculate with 4 levels all the time. So we either had to split the 300 into 4, which is the 75 loops, and then have 75 times the number, but that's just too complicated. So we would just go with the 400 levels. So once we reach that, we want to end up at 4 million, which means that each level we make, what is that, 100 level and 1 million. That is 10,000 per level, which means 40,000 per playthrough, and you're only supposed to have 25,000, and we're almost at a pace of 40,000, so that is almost double the pace. That's crazy. Holy crap, that is way beyond pace. Really good. Okay, let's go on. Let's just not waste any much more time for this, but we're way ahead of pace. That's really good to know. And we won't end up on a nice number here, but it's okay. We will end up on some crazy number at the 400. Once we get to level 400, then you will see some crazy numbers. So let me try to keep the 99 at least for the lives. I want to see if I can keep that. Okay, one more night. No? Yeah, I could have risked the jump, but I don't want to. Okay, what? What was that? The knight was completely, like, misplaced. As, like, usually he stands in a different place, but whatever. Oh my god, that was perfect. I just didn't follow up on it, but that was about perfect, and that was scary. That was also perfect, but I just didn't have the guts to go. Yeah, this despawn. We can maybe get to a nice number just for fun at the end of the level. So, okay. I don't know if we... The Dracula fight, I don't know if we can really influence how many points we get. Because it depends on the bats he spawns, which are RNG. So you don't know if you get a 50 bat or a 20 bat. Yeah, that's hard to calculate. I don't think we have to, we just have to go with whatever, like, small numbers we get. We can only care for the bigger numbers. Like the thousands and roughly the hundreds maybe. But the tens, there's almost no chance to predict. Ah, come on, just duck. Ah, okay, we're back here at this awful place. Okay, let me just not lose this life. Aw, close, man, that was scary. Ah, Jump, please. I think this time it was kind of lag. I think the contact in my controller did hit. You should have seen it on screen though. I didn't check the input delay display. I don't know. It was probably my fault, but it's fine. We should get another life anyway, so... No. Okay. Barely. Okay, so life-wise I think we should be fine. Because we get one here. And then the score should give us another one. And then we end up at... No, we're at 99 already. Or not? I don't know. Oh, damn you. Yeah, time is not the issue here, it's fine. Okay, and also I won't go for any risks here. Or try to. Oh my god. Speaking of risks, that was kinda risky. That as well. Okay, whatever. Made it through. Okay, we have a 50 at the end. We can maybe boost this up to 30k, I guess. I'm not too sure. So we get 8,400 something. So let's say 8,500 we might get from Dracula. So we wanna... I don't even know. So 8... So we can maybe end up at... I don't know, man. Should we go for 32 or 31,500? Should we do that? And then we end up on 40k. That sounds about right to me. Yeah, I think that's the play. We want to end up on 40k. I think that's fine. We could extend this all the way, but I guess you won't get 10k out of this. And it's also not really worth. Okay, so 3, we need 1,000 more. And then 500, I think. Let's see. We also get 90 points. I think we want to go now. That's it. Yeah, maybe even too high. But it's fine. Okay, so I'm gonna get this stuff. That is 70 points. That's almost a good number. Okay, let's see. This should be... It's not a completely even number. Or like, you know what I mean. It's not a flat 100 or something. But it might be a pretty good 10,000 number. From what I guess. We got, let's say the bets are 20 bets. And then we have 60, 70. Then we have a kind of a 20, that's a bit ugly. If we get 150 bet, which is rare, I know. Yeah, it will be 20 at the end, I say. My prediction is a 20 at the end. But the rest... No, we got even more, I think it's gonna be 120 at the end. And the rest should add up to 40k. 40k 120. That's my guess. But depends on the bet. Let's see what we get. I don't know if my math is right, maybe not. But yeah guys, so that was it. That was the whole journey. So we need one more A press and then I gotta save this whole thing. So let's look at this beautiful score display. And there it is. So, oh, it's a 60? What? How did that happen? How is it 60? What? That makes no sense. Unless, wait, when I have... I don't even know. Let me quickly save this here first. Oh shit, if I knew how though. Okay, let me quickly just save this entire thing. Save. Oh god, how did I do that? God, okay, there we go. Save name state. I think that was how you do it. Then I put this maybe here. Then rename to 300. And that should save it. Okay, good, I saved it. So now we're safe. We can just talk now. Alright. I arrived at the end. Yeah, you did, yeah. That is indeed the end. But I would still wonder, like, how is it 60 at the end? We had a 650 going into the fight. Then we got the crystal and 3 bats. The crystal is worth 10 points, and the bats, depending if they are just normal bats, then they should be 20 each, which is 3 times 20 is 60, plus the crystal, so 70 points, plus the 50 we had, that should end up in 20, and not in 60, so what is going on? Or did we actually... Did we have a special bat? Let me quickly check my stream back, because I'm really curious of this. This is really weird. I can't see it here. I gotta go to my own stream. Give me a second. I need to see this. on stream. Give me a shit. Yeah, sorry for the loop. But yeah, I enabled this whole like rewind thing so I can check it back. So we went to Dracula with a 165 at the end. And then we grabbed the crystal and 3 bets. How the hell does it end at 60? This makes no sense. Tell me how this is possible. I don't get it. It was a clean fight, so there was no shenanigans going on. No like extra points or extra bets. There was just 3 bets, nothing more. That's so weird. Or did they even not count? Oh my god. If they didn't count, oh my god. If they don't count, then it makes sense. Because the crystal is 10, which adds up to 60. And the rest just adds up to the 50 for the 40k. The bets didn't count. That's sick. I didn't know that. But that's the only explanation. Sick, man. I always thought they would count. Okay, but they do not count. Insane. Interesting. Okay. So, okay, great. I need to help a friend. Just got back from something real special. I'll talk to you later. Yeah, okay. See you later then. I mean, the show is over anyway. I'm gonna go myself, I guess. But now we also figured out this mystery. We do not even get the bats points if we do not actively kill them. That is really interesting. I was always thinking that if they just explode, you would get the points. But we just busted that myth now. We know better now. That's crazy. And also, look at this freaking score. It's so crazy. We're just 60k off of a 100,000 pace, or like a 40k pace per run. That's insane. That's ridiculous. Oh my god. That's almost double the points. Yo, man. But yeah, you see we're back at stage 1 now. So Finter, you just joined back, so there we go. We just exceeded level 00 and we're now at stage 01 again. But that is level 301. It's not level 1 at all. But yeah, we will see more of this once the goal gets pushed further. And like, look at this, like the goal bar on my stream. If that reaches the goal and we play Tears of the Kingdom and other stuff, once that happens we have a lot of more levels here to play. Okay, that's gonna be a lot of $5 thresholds. But yeah, so far that is it for this. And yeah, I gotta end the show now. I mean, there's not much more to say. Actually, yeah, I gotta update the counter. If I find it. Where is it? Is it this one? Yeah, I always have to figure out which is which. So I'm now updating the counter on the display because that is still wrong though. It's supposed to be 300 now, not 3000. Also, thanks for the subscription. Who was that? Bradley. So that's kind of a bad time to subscribe, honestly, because now you activated the sub train, but there's nobody else who can like bring it to 5 and then push the goal for that. But yeah, I appreciate it nonetheless. Thanks for the sub. And thanks for not having ad block on, because it wouldn't be showing up if you had ad blocker on. Then like the back end of the stream does not register if people subscribe or so if they have ad blockers on. So yeah, thanks for that, and thanks for the subscription, of course. But yeah, unfortunately we're done here. I cannot go on, and yeah, it's fine, I think. But we have this insane milestone right now, and it can only get better from here. So this is just the beginning, basically. We're 25 loops away from 100 freaking times through this game. 100 times in a row, damageless. Like, each of those playthroughs is without taking a single hit. Can you think of this? Hey, this is madness. Absolute crazy. So yeah, thanks for everyone involved in this, and thanks for everyone watching. But yeah, I gotta end this here. I will play you some music to cool off. But yeah, the show is over now, and yeah, I gotta end here. See you next time, and if you want to be part of this entire project, you can just contribute to this whole like donation system if you want to, or you can just try to get the sub train up to 5, and then therefore this will also push those push the levels of this project higher. So yeah, I'm gonna play you Revenge, because that's like the level 4 music. I like this. You get this to here now, and I will fade back to the end screen. And I wish you all a good night, good evening, good morning, good day, whatever. And see you all next time for this game or another game. We will see. So goodbye everyone, and thanks for joining and watching.